You work so hard, you make money, but all the money goes into expenses. Hello everyone, happy Sunday. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, a warm welcome to you, and please consider subscribing. And if you're my subscriber already, thank you so much for coming back again to watch my videos. Today's video is going to be about how we can cut down on our expenses and save more money. So here are the 10 tips that can help you reduce your expenses and save some money. My number one tip on how you can reduce your expenses and save some money is through budgeting. Governments budget, companies budget. You can also budget for your own personal finances. If you're a beginner in budgeting, you do not have to have a computer app or a cell phone app, but you need to understand very basic math, which is addition and subtraction, and not algebra that is taught in high school and college level. When it comes to income and expenditure, experts recommend living below your means, and that means you spend less than what you earn. If you are spending more than what you're earning, that means you're living above your means. So when you're budgeting, you want to make sure your expenses are less than your income so that you can be able to live below your means. And when you live below your means, you will be left with some money, which is a balance that you can use to invest. And by investing, you will create more money for yourself. So a budget involves inflowing money, outflowing money, and a balance. And to understand that, I'm going to give you an example, which is 3 minus 2 equals 1. So 3 is your total income, 2 is your total expenses, and 1 is going to be your balance. So if you can understand that 3 is your income minus 2, which are your expenses, equals 1, which is the balance, you've already understood what budgeting is. Number 2 in my list is stop buying what you do not need and start selling anything you bought but you're not using. And if you don't want to sell, give them away. Give them to people who need them, because by giving away brings more blessings to you. Number 3 is shopping around. Always shop around in other stores before you buy something. Don't be this person who just goes to a store, you like something, you pay for it, and you go home. Shopping around will help you cut down your expenses. For example, if you find a product in a store, look at the price, go to another store that is selling the same product, see if it's cheaper in another store. You might be surprised to find that one store can cut your cost by half. Another thing you want to do is to shop in stores like Aldi for groceries, because they are cheaper than most grocery stores. You can also shop in the Dollar Tree or the dollar stores, or you can also go to the thrifty store, because you can find something that is brand new in a thrifty store with a tag that somebody just took there because they didn't need it. Another thing you want to do is to keep on shopping for your car insurance. You can do that at least every 6 months or 1 year, because you might get a quote that is going to cut your monthly cost by half. The same thing with your home internet and your cell phone carriers. Those are things you will need to keep on shopping, because you might end up getting a cheaper deal with a different company. And if you find a cheaper deal, take it. That will cut your costs. Number 4 is to shop when things are on sale. So whenever you want to buy something, if you buy it on sale, it can save you some money. So when you go to the store, try to go to the clearance section, target things that are on discount, and always use your coupons when you are shopping, because that will cut your costs. Number 5 is to pay your bills on time. Paying your bills on time will save you from Paying late fee charges. I've gone through that one time. I forgot to pay my internet bill. I ended up paying 8 point something dollars, which was totally unnecessary simply because I never kept up with my bills. But from that time, I learned that I have to keep up with my bills to avoid any late fees, because late fees, like on credit cards, can be as high as $35 per month. So avoid creating extra charges like those ones, and avoiding that can keep your money in your pocket. Number 6 is to do it yourself. If you have a skill in something and you have time, you can do it yourself instead of paying someone to do it, and you can save money that you would have paid someone. For example, if you have a skill in doing hair, you can do your hair, or you can do a family member's hair. If you have a skill in cutting hair, you can do the same thing. If you have a skill in car wash, you can wash your car. And if you have a skill in painting, you can paint your home instead of paying someone to do it. Those are just a few examples, but there are so many things you can do for yourself instead of paying someone to do it. Number 7 is downsizing, and by downsizing, it means that you're coming from up there going down. And I know most people can be uncomfortable downsizing, but before you downsize, you need to develop the self that doesn't worry or is not affected so much by what people are going to think or going to talk about. Because if you worry about people, then you'll be afraid to downsize. But remember, it's about you, it's about your expenses. So go ahead and downsize and let people talk. They can talk during the day. At night, they're going to sleep. And after you downsize, you will be able to save some money. For example, if you were in a 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom and you know that you don't need an extra room, you can downsize to 1 bedroom. Or if you have a very expensive car, you can trade it in and get a cheaper car that you maybe can buy in cash, and then you can start saving some money. So if you have things that you're genuinely struggling to pay for, find a way to downsize so that you can be able to pay for them comfortably. Number 8 is planning your meals. Planning your meals will help you to stay on top of your meals. For example, you can plan for a whole week, because there's some people wait until dinner time. That's when they start thinking about what they're going to cook for dinner. So planning will help you to know exactly what and when you will eat it. Another thing planning is going to help you is to avoid unnecessary trips to the store, because without planning, you might go to the store, forget to buy something, and you will go back again. Another thing planning is going to help you with is to avoid impulse buying, because when you buy impulsively, you are going to end up buying what you do not need. So planning is going to help you avoid wastage, and by avoiding this and planning effectively, you're going to put some more money in your pocket. Number 9 is investing in a good health insurance. Investing in a good health insurance will enable you to see the doctor when you are in need. There are some conditions that, if detected and treated earlier, they can be both life-saving and cost-saving. I know there are so many people who say they are healthy and they do not need health insurance, but things can happen within a span of 2 months and you can get sick and you. Therefore, having health insurance will help you save some money before you waste more money. Number 10 is refinancing your home. Refinancing your home can lower your monthly mortgage and it can lower your interest. I want to mention that refinancing is not free, so you have to be aware of the closing costs that come with refinancing. Therefore, you need to work with a lending expert so that he or she can explain to you in detail about refinancing and how it can help you lower your interest and your monthly mortgage. If there's anything you do not understand about refinancing, even after when the lending expert has explained to you, please do not refinance because you don't want to lose any money. Usually, the interest that you're saving should pay for the closing costs so that you only end up with paying no charge and you end up with a lower monthly mortgage and a lower interest rate. This is it for today, my friends. If you found these tips helpful, please share with other people. And if you have some other tips that I didn't mention in my video, please put them in the comments section so that my viewers can learn. I can also learn from you because no one knows everything. We are all learning from one another. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you in my next video.